My name is Gerard. I am a 25-year-old young man. What I love most in this life is exploring mysterious places around which many stories revolve. I do not hide from you that this makes me feel very afraid, but at the same time it is a challenge for me, which encourages me to in reality. They are my friends who do this. My friends have the same passion for curiosity as I do. During our trips, we were exposed to many frightening and terrifying situations. But what happened to us on the last trip is completely different. In fact, something that words cannot describe. One day, while I was browsing some video clips that talked about strange and mysterious places, I heard about a large, dark forest. What attracted me to this forest is that it is close to the city in which I live, in addition to the fact that no one has ever gone to this forest to discover it. What is going on around it are just hearsay from people who were traveling near it. I spoke to my 5 companions and asked them about their opinion about exploring this forest. Their response was exactly as I expected. They agreed to go to that forest. The terrifying thing is that we cannot tell any of our families that we are going to that forest because they will certainly object. We decided to go to the forest the next morning. I prepared my bag and told my family that I would go camping near the river, about 150 kilometers away, meters east of the city, while the forest was on the other side, where the forest is located west of the city, at a distance of approximately 90 kilometers. Morning came and my friends and I set off to that forest. After about an hour and a half of driving the car, we arrived at the forest. I do not hide from you. The scene was extremely terrifying to the point that one of our friends advised us to return again. Of course, I refused to miss such an opportunity and told him that everything was fine. What was worrying was that the forest seemed to be dark even in broad daylight. I told my frightened friend that this is only because of the density of trees that block the sunlight. We camped and sat down to rest for a while and decided to take a nap in order to prepare for staying up late at night. Night fell quickly and we woke up, and from here the frightening events began. I woke up to the voice of my friend Tony saying, "Guys, look what I found." We rushed out of his tent to see what Tony found. The surprise was when we saw footprints that looked like they were from a strange creature. The feet were from a creature that had only 4 toes, and they were almost twice the size of a foot. A normal human being. I will not hide from you that we felt very afraid. We decided to leave immediately, and when we started to collect our things, I saw my friend John screaming loudly, saying, "The car batteries are gone, guys. We cannot go out in the car." We all realized that we were in great danger. The problem is that we couldn't walk in that darkness. The forest was a little dark during the day. What would it be like at night? We decided to stay together around the burning log and each carry a piece of wood in case the terrifying creature attacked. Tony told us he was going to his tent to get some of his things. Tony went to the tent, but Tony didn't come. About 10 minutes passed and Tony did not return our calls. We all decided to go to Tony's tent, and it was a huge shock. We found Tony's body hanging on a tree trunk. Tony's body was full of wounds and blood everywhere. How did that happen, and why did we not hear Tony's voice screaming as if nothing had happened? I will not hide from you. I felt that our end would be in this place. Now there are 5 of us. But wait, where is John? I don't see him. We left. From the tent, we saw what we never expected. We saw a frightening creature covered in hair and with very long claws. That creature began to split John's body in half. We could not bear this terrifying sight and decided to run each in a different direction. We decided to meet at the highway within an hour from now. I started running at full speed and never looked back. Even though I was tired from running, I decided never to stop. I reached the highway and was lucky to reach the police station. Immediately, the policeman came with me to the site, and we found the bodies of Tony and John. I did not find any of my other friends, and when the police intensified their search, I realized that all my friends had died because of that terrifying creature. And to this day, no one has been able to discover the truth about that creature. As for me, I was in shock and depressed. If you liked the story, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel to receive all new updates.